It, just the plug. Do the power and then plug the power back in. It might take a minute for it to go. We can go. Scott he can play catch up later. Okay, here we go. We'll call this regular city council meeting to order on April 6th, 2026 at 6:03 p.m. Roll call, please.
Mr. Anderson?
Present.
Mr. Bateman?
Present.
Mr. Becky?
Present.
Ms. McClellan?
Present.
Mr. Parrott?
Present.
Mr. Downs?
Present.
Mr. Clemens?
Present.
Mrs. O'Donoghue?
Present.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Does anybody like to speak under public participation this evening? Okay, for the record, there's no public participation. We will start with the consent agenda this evening. It consists of 5A, payment of bills, 5B, approval of minutes, March 2nd, 2026, regular city council meeting, March 10th, 2026, committee of the whole meeting, March 16th, 2026, regular city council meeting, and 5C, request from Rail Splitter Antique Car Club to permit the closing of the 500 block of Pulaski Street on Saturday, April 25th, 2026, May 23rd, 2026, July 25th, 2026, September 26th, 2026, from 8 a.m. until 11 a.m. for the Cars and Coffee. And 5D, request from Rail Splitter Antique Car Club to permit the use of Postville Park on Saturday, August 29th, 2026, from 1 p.m. until 4 p.m. for the car show, cruise in conjunction with the Rail Splitter Festival. And 5E, request from American Legion Post 263 to permit the distribution of poppies at the intersection of McLean Street and Kickapoo Street on Saturday, May 23rd, 2026, from 8 a.m. until 12 p.m. 5F, request from Foxhole Pub and Grill to permit the closing of Broadway Street from Chicago Street to Kickapoo Street on Saturday, April 11th, 2026, from 11 a.m. until 11 p.m. for Bob Wood benefit. 5G, request from Rail Splitter Antique Car Club to permit the use of Postville Park on Saturday, May 30th, 2026, from 1 p.m. until 4 p.m. for the Collector Car Cruise in partnership with the Route 66 Corner Garage. And 5H, request from Washington Monroe School to permit the closing of the 1000 block of Pekin Street and the 200 block of North Sheridan Street on Saturday, May 9th, 2026, from 10:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. for the second annual carnival.
So moved.
Second.
Alderman Parrott made the motion. Alderman Clemens second. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Clemens?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Donoghue?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Bateman?
Yes.
Mr. Becky?
Yes.
Ms. McClellan?
Yes.
Mr. Parrott?
Yes.
Mr. Downs?
Yes.
Next up is item number 6, an ordinance authorizing the issuance of general obligation bonds, alternate revenue source, in one or more series of the City of Lincoln, Logan County, Illinois, in an aggregate principal amount not to exceed $8,250,000 for the purpose of financing the costs of various capital-related items within the city, including but not limited to improvements, and paying for costs related thereto.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Alderman Downs made the motion. Alderwoman O'Donoghue second. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. O'Donoghue?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Bateman?
Yes.
Mr. Becky?
Yes.
Ms. McClellan?
Yes.
Mr. Parrott?
Yes.
Mr. Downs?
Yes.
Mr. Clemens?
Yes.
Okay, next item is item number 7, approval of bid from Bodine Electric of Decatur for the purchase and installation of a new video detection system at the intersection of Woodlawn Road and Conley Road at a cost not to exceed $32,300.
Move to approve.
Second.
Alderwoman O'Donoghue made the motion. Alderman Downs second. Mr. Landers?
Yes, I just wanted to point out in the quote from Bodine Electric, right below the price, it says, quote, based on existing raceways being fully accessible. So as long as they don't have any trouble pulling the wires and things, if there's not a piece of conduit that's damaged, there may be some additional cost there. We're assuming they're fine, but it does say that they're at the bottom or right below the cost.
Okay, so if you have to exceed that and you're not within your spending authority, you'll have to come back to council for that. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. And you don't anticipate that'll cause any delays with the project?
I would not think so, but we will have to address that if it happens. We could be fine. It may not be an issue at all. So,
Okay.
I mean, that stuff's been there for a long time. So if something got hit or damaged and they can't get the wire pulled through for some reason, that's the only place we might run into an issue.
Okay. Mr. Bateman?
While we're on the subject of traffic lights, can you check out the one at College and Woodlawn? The wait times there are getting excessively long.
The detection system there is damaged. It's on default, so it cycles everything. It'll cycle the turn lanes and everything all the way through. It doesn't pick up the detection in certain spots. So I'm not sure when we'll get that fixed.
Okay. You're working with IDOT on that already?
We've had discussions, yes.
Okay. Mr. Downs?
Yeah, I just want to throw this out there too. When we talked about this at the cow, you mentioned that if you're turning left, the light takes forever. I can testify to that. I got stuck there recently, and I probably wouldn't have noticed it had you not mentioned it, but it felt like I was just there forever, and that's the
Yeah, we've been having issues with it for quite a while. There was an intersection issue there with the west or the north leg of Conley Road being a private road. So there were some issues that IDOT had to get solved there before we could put this detection in. So that was all taken care of, and that's why we're moving forward.
We look forward to getting it fixed.
Okay. Any other, Mr. Becky?
Back to the bid for this one with Bodine, if anything is discovered, is that again still at the 50% by the state that bids half of that?
Yeah, the project will be 50% refundable through our traffic signal maintenance program.
So the initial
Any cost,
additional 50% here at the 32,000 and
right.
50.
If there's any additional cost, it still will be split 50-50.
Great. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Any other discussion? Okay. Roll call, please.
Mr. Downs?
Yes.
Mr. Clemens?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Donoghue?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Bateman?
Yes.
Mr. Becky?
Yes.
Mrs. McCullen?
Yes.
Mr. Parrott?
Yes.
Okay, next item up is new business. We'll start with 9A. Approval of request from GFL to add a fuel surcharge fee of 15% to the residential monthly trash rate for bills issued in April, May, and June 2026 for the quarterly billing cycle.
Motion to approve.
Is there a second? Alderman Downs has made the motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay. Alderman Clemens, second the motion. Discussion? Mr. Anderson?
Yeah, I just want to take a minute here, and I reviewed the contract that was sent, that was done between the city and Waste Management. I want to reference paragraph 3.4, which the gentleman from GFL discussed here at the committee of the whole meeting. It does not state in here that if there's an increase in diesel fuel prices, that's a reason to come back and to increase our rates. We've got a contract with GFL that is good until February 28th of 2027, and I don't see entertaining this offer to increase the rates is any reason to even have an agreement if we're going to do something like this. We went out, the council at the time thought that was the best for the city. And I'm going to use someone else's words here, but basically, GFL won the Monopoly game and got all 4,400 people's business within the city, and now they've had to roll the dice and get snake eyes, and the fuel prices have went up. So I'm definitely not in favor of this. I've heard from many people throughout the city that is opposed to this, that thinks it's the wrong thing to do, and we have an agreement already in place with GFL that's good. They have the opportunity when it's time to renew this contract to make the adjustments that they would need, and we can see what happens at that time. So I'm very much opposed to this.
Alderman Downs.
I'm opposed to this. I'm not happy about a rate increase. However, there's a couple other factors that are factored into my vote. Our contract expires in 7 months. I would think that if this should pass, it would be factored into the renegotiation when that time comes. It's not a permanent increase. It's if the price of diesel drops below $4.50, that will automatically decrease the price on the next billing cycle. I'm not happy about doing this, but I'm doing it. I'm going to vote yes in hopes that this will be factored into our next renegotiation.
Alderman Parrott.
Whether it drops below that amount, it's still going to go down because they only came just the one time. They'd have to come back a second time to ask to continue that increase. I just wanted to clarify that.
Mr. Becky.
And my whole thing with this is when they made that contract, they knew how much diesel fuel that they would be able to absorb and still make a profit. So if it goes below $3 or $2 or whatever, when you don't know if it's going to go over $5, $6, $7, as well as you don't know it's going to go below. So if it goes below, they're making more profit. So I don't know what their cap would be internally on what they think that amount would be before they don't make any profit, but they're making profit. So I know they want to maintain that profit margin, but if it goes way below, they're way to the advantage, so they're making more money. So I too am opposed to that based on that, just that premise is that they know what their fuels cost and what they can absorb. So it's just limiting the amount of profit that they can sustain, and by increasing that, they would ever keep that profit margin. So I would be against that based on what they originally based that contract on.
Any other discussion? Okay, there's no other discussion. Roll call, please.
Mr. Clemens?
No.
Mrs. O'Donoghue?
No.
Mr. Anderson?
No.
Mr. Bateman?
No.
Mr. Becky?
No.
Mrs. McCullen? No. Mr. Parrott?
No.
Mr. Downs?
Yes.
Makes it 7-1, does not pass, for the record. Okay, next item is 9B, approval of economic development grant to the Lincoln Eagles Lodge for the replacement of 3 exterior doors at 1621 North Kickapoo Street in an amount not to exceed $7,500.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Alderman Clemmons made the motion, Alderman Anderson second. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Bateman?
Yes.
Mr. Becky?
Yes.
Mrs. McClellan?
Yes.
Mr. Parrott?
Yes.
Mr. Downs?
Yes.
Mr. Clemens?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Donoghue?
Yes.
Okay, next item is 9C, approval of economic development grant to Brady's Rentals and Properties LLC for the replacement of 3 windows and 1 door at 725 Woodlawn Road at a cost not to exceed $7,500.
So moved.
Second.
Alderman Parrott made the motion, Alderman Downs second. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Downs?
Yes.
Mr. Clemens?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Donoghue?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Bateman?
Yes.
Mr. Becky?
Yes.
Mrs. McClellan?
Yes.
Mr. Parrott?
Yes.
Okay, the next item is item 9D, advising consent to the mayoral appointment of Emily Whittam to the Fire and Police Commission.
Move to approve. Second.
Alderwoman McClellan made the motion, Alderwoman O'Donohue second. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. O'Donohue?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Bateman?
Yes.
Mr. Becky?
Yes.
Mrs. McCullen?
Yes.
Mr. Parrott?
Yes.
Mr. Downs?
Yes.
Mr. Clemens?
Yes.
Next item is item 9E. Approval of the renewal of dental and life insurance policies with Principal Life Insurance Company for fiscal year 2026, 2027.
Move to approve.
Second.
Alderwoman McClellan made the motion. Alderman Anderson second. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Bateman?
Yes.
Mr. Becky?
Yes.
Mrs. McCullen?
Yes.
Mr. Parrott?
Yes.
Mr. Downs?
Yes.
Mr. Clemens?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Donohue?
Yes.
Next item is 9F, approval of IT contract between Nato Technology and Consulting LLC and the City of Lincoln effective May 1st, 2026 at a cost not to exceed $71,171.04 for fiscal year 2026, 2027.
Move to approve.
Second.
Alderwoman O'Donohue made the motion, Alderman Parrott second. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Parrott?
Yes.
Mr. Downs?
Yes.
Mr. Clemens?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Donohue?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Bateman?
Yes.
Mr. Becky?
Yes.
Ms. McCullen?
Yes.
Next item is 9G, approval of a letter of intent to participate in the electric discount program offered through the Stone River Group LLC in partnership with its program provider.
Move to approve.
Second.
Alderwoman O'Donohue made the motion, Alderman Downs second. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Downs?
Yes.
Mr. Clemens?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Donohue?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Bateman?
Yes.
Mr. Becky?
Yes.
Ms. McCullen?
Yes.
Mr. Parrott?
Yes.
Okay. Ms. Bateman, do you want to explain 9H? The next. So if we're going to ask them to take a vote to remove it from the agenda, do they have to vote on it to approve it and then remove it? Or can we just do a straight vote to remove? She'll explain why.
Let me go ahead and explain. Okay. I sent everyone an email regarding this after the cow. You actually voted on this. Originally, it was voted under GovHR for a different dollar amount, and then after you voted on it, we realized they changed their name. They bought them out or whatever the case may be. So we came back and you voted on this MGT for the same dollar amount. So it has been voted on previously. So we just need to remove it from the agenda.
Mr. Hoblet?
Right, so you're indicating that it's redundant. You know, it's already been asked, answered, everything's good and done for, so don't need to approve it again.
So how would you like us to proceed?
I would proceed, I would ask, you probably should ask the council to vote to remove it from the agenda.
Okay. Is there a motion to remove item 9H from the agenda?
I'll make a motion to remove 9H from the agenda.
Second.
Alderman Downs made the motion, Alderman Anderson second. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Bateman?
Yes.
Mr. Becky?
Yes.
Mrs. McCullen?
Yes.
Mr. Parrott?
Yes.
Mr. Downs?
Yes.
Mr. Clemens?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Donohue?
Yes.
Okay. That brings us down to announcements. The only announcement I have, I believe I sent the council an email today indicating that the opening date for the museum has changed. Scott and I have been talking about this for a week or two, and he's got quite a bit done in there, him and Lexi have, but there's more to do, and I think he's going to push that deadline, and he agrees. So this would give adequate time to make sure that the museum opens up and everything is buttoned up the way it needs to be before. So just for awareness again, we're going to move the date for the opening to June 1st from May 1st. So if that should change, or we need to come back to the council, we'll let you know. Scott, did you have anything else to add to that? We can't hear you if you're talking. Okay. Silence is golden, I guess.
I have
Oh,
nothing to
there you go. There you go. We can hear you now. Nothing to add? Okay. Does anybody else have an announcement that they'd like to share? Mr. Landers.
Yes, I wanted to make everyone aware that there's going to be a street closure at Pine and 8th Street. If you've noticed, there's a new development on the north side of the road there where they're building a house. So they're going to be setting up a crane in the street to move in 3 large modular building pieces. And that's going to take place on Wednesday.
You know how long?
The buildings pieces aren't supposed to be here until later in the morning, but they'll probably be setting the crane up first thing in the morning, 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Okay. Mr. Barrett.
Well, we got a barricade on 8th Street between Elm and College. Do we know how long that will be there? It looks like there's a sinkhole started up there.
I'm not
It's been there for about a week now, I guess.
Elm and College Street
It's on 8th.
on 8th Street.
Mr. Bounds.
We've got a dig called in for it. We're more than likely going to be adding a manhole there. The line in the ground goes from 24-inch to 12-inch, and they did it how they did it 50, 60 years ago, and it's reached the end of its life there. So we'll be looking to add a manhole at that particular point. We've got another word for it down at the sewer plant, but that's pretty close.
And we will be asking the homeowners there on the north side of the street to temporarily not park there on Wednesday because they're going to have to back those pieces of the buildings down from College Street. They're going to have to turn up 8th Street and then back all the way down to where that lot is. So we'll be notifying those homeowners and asking them not to park on the street there Wednesday morning. So,
Mr. Backey.
Was this Wednesday, the 8th?
yes.
It's coming Wednesday. And is sidewalks cut off too because of they're doing that? Or is just the street that they're going to be, because they want the area
Everything,
clear of?
yeah, everything will be closed down.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yes, Shane. Go ahead.
call you the wrong name once and you call me.
I don't know why that was in mind. I was thinking of Tim and it just fell out. Yeah, Shane, would you like to step forward? Yeah. Brain lapse.
All right, just a couple of announcements. I was talking to Walt before the meeting. He filled me in on the construction there at Pine and 8th. Wednesday is when the pavilion contractor was going to mobilize in. And then their earthwork sub was going to mob in on Thursday and start digging the footings. So just to let you know, that project's getting underway. The latest schedule on 5th Street is Kenny's talking about mobbing in some equipment and starting some earthwork. This will be in their, it'll be off-site. That could be as early as this Wednesday. We got a lot of rain last week, so that might be pushed back. But they're planning on starting in earnest on May 11th, and then they're going to have their message boards and signage up 2 weeks before that start date, just so everybody knows when that is coming. Last thing I had to note is I'll be back here in a couple weeks. Tremont Street is, we're currently advertised for bids. We've already received 7 requests from bids on that, so we've got a good response so far on that. So
Okay, good.
that's all I had.
Any questions for Shane about any of those projects? Okay. Thank you, sir. Okay. Anybody else have an announcement? Ms. Bateman?
The third Friday sign up is on the city website for any vendors or food, any type of vendors that want to participate in Third Friday. They have to sign up. We're going to crack down this year because waiting till the last day after the maps have gone out and telling everybody where they're going to be, people calling up and say, hey, I forgot to sign up. Can you get me in? That was horrible last year, and we're not doing it this year. So you have to sign up at least a week. The cutoff will be like a week prior to Third Friday. So if you don't sign up, you will not participate. And that you go to the city website and go under About Lincoln, under Third Friday, and then you'll scroll down and they can sign up from there.
Volunteers.
Oh, and is that on there too? And then there's on that same page, there's a place to volunteer if you want to volunteer to help. You just sign up on what time and everything.
We need a total of 9 people for the entire year. 9 people. So let's see how fast we can get them. Okay. Okay. Enough said. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. And then also just wanted to thank Walt's crew when the weather came through, and Andrew's. I know there was a lot of water-related issues you guys had to deal with, not just during normal business hours as well. So thank you for your commitment to the community for that. And then Chief Meister, yours as well for your quick response and action today with the incident out at the high school. Appreciate that, and please pass that on. Okay, I don't have any other announcements, so if there are no others, I'd like to request a motion to go into executive session under 2C11 litigation.
I'll make a motion to go into executive session 2C11.
Second.
Alderman Downs made the motion, Alderman Parrott second. Roll call, please.
Mr. Parrott?
Yes.
Mr. Downs?
Yes.
Mr. Clemens?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Donoghue?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Bateman?
Yes.
Mr. Becky?
Yes.
Ms. McCollum?
Yes.
Okay, going into executive session at 6:29 p.m. There will be no city business to follow.
You guys can stay if you want. I don't have to have all the fun. Well, we may need some building permit stuff. We might need to be here. Out of my area. And there's definitely fire codes.
But we do have